To begin the process of submitting your 3D printing request, you will first go to the Oak Park Public Library homepage at opfl.org. And once you have arrived at the website, you will press Use Your Library and then click the Creative Studios and Services link. From here, you will click on 3D Printing Requests. The first thing to note is that we use PLA filament for the 3D print requests, which has a melting point of 170 degrees Fahrenheit, and in order to be food safe, the print needs to be sealed with a food safe resin or sealant. About your submission, there are a few things to note. Print requests are free with a limit of only 2 prints a month. The file that is submitted should be an STL file. There are also size constraints which are 5.5 inches by 5.5 inches by 5.5 inches. Each request has a maximum of 4 hours for each print job. We also cannot accommodate requests for specific colors. For printing and pickup, we ask that you allow at least 1 week for the item to be printed. When the print is complete, we will send you an email. These completed items can be picked up in the Creative Studio, which is located on the 3rd floor of the main library. The library reserves the right to refuse any 3D print requests. The 3D printer may not be used to create weapons or materials that are unsafe. Now, before we cover the 3D request form, we will show you some of the software that is available for you to use for free. There's Tinkercad, SketchUp Free, Blender, STL File Simplification Tool, and Thingiverse. For the purposes of this video, we are only going to cover Tinkercad and Thingiverse. For Tinkercad, this is a website where you can create or adjust STL files to create custom prints. Now moving on to Thingiverse, this is where you can access free STL files. We can either scroll through the main page or look something up. Here we are going to search for an octopus and select an octopus that we want. As a side note, some objects may require you to have a Thingiverse account to download them. From here, we will proceed to download the thing from Thingiverse. The next step is to access the zip file in the Downloads folder and unzip it. This can be done by right-clicking on the zip file and hitting Extract All and then clicking Extract. If there are multiple files, make sure to double-check the files to ensure that you submit the file that you want to print. Now that we have ensured that this is the file that we want, we can now move on to the print request. Now, starting the print request, the first thing that you are going to fill out will be your name, email address, and your phone number. Now we will upload the STL file that you want to print. Next, we need to make sure that the library can scale down our print if it exceeds the time limits. Below, there will be a comment section where you can put any specifics about the print that you want us to know here. And if you used a file from the Thingiverse, make sure to post the URL in the box so we can reference it if needed. Next, make sure that you have reviewed and agree to the 3D printing guidelines, and then confirm that you are not a robot. Lastly, we will submit the form. There will be a confirmation on the website that the form has been submitted after it has been received. We look forward to seeing your 3D prints come to life.